Hey, what's this? You roasted some opener on the road? Didn't know your name. You're talking about on your podcast? I was laughing.
What did I do?
So you were in. Where were you?
Oh! You heard that, dude?
Have you heard this, B?
No.
So what is it? You were on the road, and then some opener didn't know your name.
Well, okay, so I'm in North Battleford, which is like it's like an hour and a half away from Saskatoon, which is up there.
In Canada?
Yeah, it's up there.
You're hurting, huh? You need to do these.
No, they paid me. They went to a guy. They were like, "Do you want to go to a casino?" And I was like,
Okay.
"All right, cool. Casinos." So
Casinos.
casinos. Hey, what do casinos have?
Gold coin.
What do casinos have? What do casinos have? Okay. So anyway, all
right.
So nobody's asking that. So I was like, asking, what does a car lot have? Cars. It's in. So anyway, so the guy shows up and he was like, "Hey, man," and I was like, "Oh, hey." He says, "What's your name?" And I was like, "Chris." The guy's opening for me. He's a comedian. I said,
And the casino booked them.
The casino
Casinos a lot of times book their own.
Yeah. I said, my name's Chris D'Elia. And he says, "Oh, cool." And I was like, "Oh, cool." And I was like, whatever. He doesn't know my name, or maybe he didn't know how to pronounce it. Fine. Not a big deal. Not everybody needs to know who I am. I'd like to think if you're a comedian, you would probably know who I am.
Especially you're opening for Chris D'Elia.
Especially if you're going to open.
And how big is this place?
It wasn't big. It was a casino in the middle of nowhere.
You're right.
Okay.
And so I was like, "Oh, cool." And he said, "So the next question," he said, he said, "What's your how about what?" He said, "So what music do you listen to?" And I literally said, "What music do I listen to?" And he said, "Yeah." And then he said, "Like, what do you do?" And I said, "Well, I don't know. I just kind of chill out and hang out, and depends, And I do, but I listen to hip hop." And he said, "Oh, so what's your show like?" And I said, "I mean, I just get up there and kind of tell jokes." And he said, "Oh, you're a comedian."
Whoa!
Oh my God!
And I said, "Yeah, right, yeah." And he said, "Oh, then I'm going to stay and watch you." And he said, "I thought you were a musician."
It makes sense though if you
look at me, sure.
Or you're doing magic.
And you also, to be fair, you always walk around with a guitar.
I do. I always walk around with a guitar, and I do a lot. I have a heavy eye makeup.
Were you like, what?
No, but I was like,
so interesting.
But I was like, and I was.
He was just told to come and do a.
Yes,
yeah.
But he was like,
was he older?
Yeah, he was like 47. I mean, older than me.
Yeah.
But he was like younger than. But he was like. But he was like, do you, he's like, "I just got the gig. I didn't really ask. I just said yes." And I was like, "Oh, it's all good." And I was like, when did they, he's like, "I just got the gig. I didn't look you up or anything." I was like, "Ah, cool." And he was like, I was like, "Well, when did you get the gig?" And he was like, 2 days ago. "You got time to Google me."
Did you say, "Sir, do you live under a rock"?
I mean, whatever. I'm not that big. I understand. But like, he's a comedian. He's going to open for me.
Yeah, that's kind of
Do
strange.
your homework.
Now let me ask you this. How was his comedy?
I actually didn't really listen. I have a feeling, though, every time I checked in, it was very, like, Canada and local shit, But,
Yeah, there are... I listening to comics sometimes can be... Like, you get to a point where you can hear about 30 seconds.
Yeah, and you understand. Yeah, you get it. You get it. It's interesting. Like, you can tell just by their confidence and their setup and just fucking, "Hey, what's up?"
The music. I mean, like, you can kind of hear that.
You know what I have fun doing? And obviously you guys bring a comic. You have your own opener.
Yeah, usually. Otherwise, I'll fucking want to shoot. Like, dude, I was in Canada before you even said. I was in Canada for a week. I didn't have an opener with me because I had to shoot The Good Doctor and then run around and do some gigs, and it was just too expensive to fly him out and shit.
I know.
And I was just like in the middle of. I was just like.
Alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, alone.
That's usually. Well, I bring my brother with me.
You do?
Yeah, I bring my brother with me almost everywhere.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Because he does all the.
He's awesome.
Yeah, and then I do if like I'm in La Jolla or if it's somewhere close, I'll bring that Jesus Trejo.
Oh, he's fucking great.
Hilarious.
I love that
he's
guy.
He's a beast, and he's a good hang.
Guy.
But
yeah, he's great.
I've been having fun because when I go all around, hashtag road dog. But I go.
You don't have to
hashtag
hashtag conversation.
Road dog. Hashtag road dog.
Don't say that.
Hashtag
Sure,
more
man.
miles than both of you.
No,
listen.
don't say that.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I went Dublin, London, Australia.
but it doesn't
But
matter,
listen, B. So when I
anyway.
go to all these freaking nights, every city I'll have their local comic with me.
Yeah.
And then some are monsters. And then some of them
are not so monstrous.
Yeah, and you can see why. Like,
some
a lot
are
of times.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Some are brutal, and I'm like, man, I'll tell the manager, I'm like, you guys, and it's a good club. I'm like, you guys have him open for everyone? He goes, yeah. I'm like, dang, that's crazy because digging out of it when I get out there.
Well, I had a guy once.
But then some, I'm like, holy fuck, how are you not?
There's the guys where it's like, hey, move, dude. And then you go back a year later or 2 years later to the place, same guy. You're like, and they always say, yeah, I'm going to get out to LA this summer. And they don't come.
I know. But they take my number. Dude, I'm going to hit you up on LA. I'm like, yeah, sure, man.
You're not going to make it, dude. Yeah. And that's fine if you don't want to, but they do.
You know what happened to me? I know.
I have fun with it though. I like not knowing that there's that variable where even listen, if they bomb, it does suck for the overall show, but I know I'm going to do my thing. Yeah. But it's fun having that variable because I'll listen like, how's this going to go?
And then the guy brought me up in North Battleford. He brought me up.
Tell me, you got your name wrong.
He said, I mean, openers get my name wrong. You would be shocked. You'd be like, it's like
Chris Delia.
Some guy in Canada, not this last time, Chris Deli. And dude, he was bombing in a theater. Oh, God. But how do you bomb in a theater with my crowd? They're fucking so jacked.
Yeah.
And this guy says Chris Deli.
Well, you'll love this. I had a girl in St. Louis. She's like, all right, everyone, it's your headliner. You've been waiting for it. It's Brandon Schaub. And I got on the mic and go, are you shitting me?
Yeah, you got it. Fuck them.
Brandon, but it's fun, though.
It's fun, yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Like,
Brandon Schwab makes me, I go crazy.
I hate that.
I hate it. I had a guy, the only time I ever had a real issue was I came in, he was my feature, and he was on his phone and he looked up and he goes something like, sup, like that. And I was like, all right, that's all good. You know? And then he got up and started doing stuff like, this is a full house. And he started reading from his notebook. He was trying jokes out.
Yeah, I hate that.
And then people go, be funnier, or something like that. Somebody said that. And then he turned on the crowd.
Right. All right. And then you got to go out there.
And then I went out. And so I came back and I go like this. I go,
how long ago was this, B?
This is probably 6-7 years ago. And I came back, and you know me, you can't get me mad.
You're the nicest guy in the crowd.
Yeah, and I came out and I said, I go, dude, I went, dude, you're reading from your notebook and you're turning them against you when I get up there. Maybe this isn't the right time because it's going to be a packed weekend. It was a place where I do well. And I go, it's going to be a packed weekend, so maybe don't do that. Joking around. You know how I'm laughing. And I get it. You're trying stuff out, but please don't do that on my show.
Though, huh?
Right,
do that at a place right.
It's
not appropriate. Do your good stuff so that you can set me up and.
But also do your good stuff because there's people here to see Brian. Maybe they're going to like you.
Exactly.
Come back
so many reasons.
A lot of reasons.
What he said.
And he goes like this. He goes.
Did he beat you up?
He goes. Nah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. They'll love you.
And he did?
Yeah. And I went. He goes, nah, you'll be fine. They'll like you. You'll be fine. And I like that, dismiss me. And I just went. I go, but I won't be fine. I'm just telling you, man. And I just smiled like that.
Yeah, you
did it again the next night. And then
that's so weird.
And then I said to the
and what's he doing now?
I said to the
what's he doing now?
Get a different guy.
And the club owner said, the club owner said to me, she goes, he's always been that guy who could have been something, but his attitude gets.
Well, how about, I'm not gonna say what city I was in or who it was. Yeah. I get in the room and I'm sitting. I can tell the vibe's a little weird. Like they're not really talking to me. You know, I'm the punter on the football team. I'm the weird ball out around comics. So I come in. I'm overly nice. I'm talking to everyone. I can feel there's like this weird vibe.
Yeah.
And they're sitting there. I go, "What's up, fellas?" And then they just go, "What's up?" I'm like, it's gonna be a fun one tonight, man. I think 2 sold out shows. It's a Wednesday night. I'm excited for this, man. And then the manager comes in. And she's like, good to see you. Great, everything's sold out. Like the crowd's, it's crazy, man. You got good fans. I'm like, yeah, crazy. And then homeboy goes, must be nice to have your own audience and sell out shows when you've been doing it for I don't know, a month now.
He said that?
Yeah.
Is that true?
What'd you say?
And I went, excuse me? And he goes, I'm just saying, man, it's a grind for a lot of us out here.
Oh, God.
Hey, loser. That's not your problem.
I went, yeah, man, the whole goal is to build an audience, right? And sell tickets. I said, it's crazy, man. I've done over 100 shows, man, so things are going good. And he goes, it must be nice. I'll say that. Must be nice. I went,
Jesus Christ.
I went, yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man. I see you out there, brother. Like, I just want to know. I'm like, God, I'm getting ready to do a show, man.
Wow. I can't wait till after this podcast and you tell me who that is.
Yeah, I'll tell you. I wanted to go before the show, be like, dude, you wonder why you're not successful?
I know.
It's that. Why would you, dude? They gave me I picked you out. Like I'm trying to help you.
I don't like a lot of like sayings and stuff. But I had an acting teacher who was an older guy and had a very influential guy. But he said he used to always say, attitude monitors your talent and it monitors your life. And he said, he was 70 something. And he goes, I've seen so many people who could have done so many things, and their attitude, their negative attitude just stopped them. And that's a classic example.
You see it all the time. You especially see it with comedians.
Yes.
You know, because you're literally, your attitude is your act, you know?
Right.
And then you bring it off stage and then you see these guys and you're like, and they're just like, fuck this guy, fuck that guy. And it's like, that's poison.
You don't want to be
man.
around it.
Poison.
And also, you know, we joke around like all the time. Like they gave me some cash and I gave it to the waitress and this opener who was telling me how hard how hard times are on him right now. Yeah. So they gave me like the wad of cash. And I go, here, I'm fucking rich. I don't need it. Joking.
Yeah.
Going fucking rich.
Yeah, of course.
Like, and I'm signed in.
Because it's awkward for everybody. And
but I was going to give it to him no matter what. I'm making a joke so it doesn't feel like I'm.
And you're generous. You do that shit.
Yeah, all the time. I never take any cash I make, I give it to the staff. So I give that and the guy goes, unbelievable. Like, you thought I was serious. I'm like, dude, what is your deal? I
got to find out who. Will I know this guy?
I don't think so.
So wait, what do you mean? Any cash you get? What do you mean?
Like if I'm at the Comedy Store.
Gotcha. I see.
From merch, or if they give me cash from VIPs, whatever. I give it to all the employees. And
Gotcha.
I'll tell you this right now.
Yeah.
Watch your tone.
Okay. What's going to happen? What are you going to do? Use some of that boxing you've been doing?
Don't you fucking disrespect.